So I have to ask this question and risk sounding like I'm being racist, but it's not my intention to feed into stereotypes or to paint everyone with the same brush, but I have a quick question for white people. I have a hard time believing that you all are really serious about change. I have a hard time believing it because marching is not y'all's strong suit. Marching doesn't really even work for black people. So to see y'all out here marching when really the strong suit of white people is knowing how to remove people from office. It is the main reason we are in the mess we're in right now because white people all of a sudden act like they forgot how to remove people from office. And how does that happen? I have seen white people be capable of removing judges, which is not hard, which is not easy to do. It's one of the hardest things to do. But I have seen you all remove judges and not just remove them from a specific case. I have seen white people go after judges and get them imprisoned for real stuff that they did. Because one of the things that I guess is built into your culture is the ability to be able to know what the rules are and then how to wield that knowledge to get people removed. I know y'all petition, I know y'all primary people, I know y'all fundraise, I know y'all are aware that there is a successful way to do everything that you want to do. So the reason why I don't want to sound racist is because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe those types of white people are Republicans. Maybe they weren't really Democrats or progressives. And that's why, you all think that marching is doing something. And I just want to say, as a person who loves statistics, I know white people love statistics too. You all love data. And the numbers should be telling you that marching does not work. If you look at Dr. King's march on the mall, that march was symbolic of something that represented a powerful call to action, but that same speech is being given right now. Black people need jobs, black people need safe communities, black people need fair wages, black people need, to be treated as equal. That same somebody in this country is telling that same speech or tenets of that same speech right now to 1,000 people. Right now. If you look at what worked with Dr. King, it was the boycott, of course, the Montgomery boycott, the bus boycotts. And it was when he was standing up in the financial arena, when he was helping people boycott for better conditions. So it's always been financial. I saw a wonderful video. I saw a wonderful video about how people in a Scandinavian country all left their jobs at the same time to oppose the Nazis coming in their country and trying to take over. They didn't protest in the street. They just all at the same hour every single day, like at 4 o'clock every day, every single person, like 90% of people in the country walked out all at the same time. That was powerful. They were able to move the Nazis out of their country because they did that. And why did it work? Because everybody, for the most part, was on the same page. So you couldn't say, "Oh, we're just going to fire you if you walk off the job and replace you with people." No, everybody was doing the same thing. Everybody was making their company lose the same money for that 1 hour that they did this every day. And so everybody was taking the same risk. All the companies were losing the same money. That is how you walk out. You protest. That is a powerful way to do it. Now, some of y'all just gonna be walking outside because you work from home. But the chances of us being able to do something like that right now, when there are so many people who don't live in reality, it's going to be pretty difficult. So I know y'all hot out there walking, marching. I know y'all are. Why not sit in your kitchen, make some phone calls, see who knows how to read the fine print, and get these people out of office, especially your local people. Trump is going to be kind of difficult to get out of office because you don't have people with a backbone in there. That's why you have to go local. You have to replace those people. I know that y'all know this. I'm not telling y'all something y'all are not aware of. So I'm just pretty shocked. I don't know. Are the people who are capable of doing this on the Republican side? I thought it was kind of like in y'all's DNA to be that way, to be very detail oriented and to be able to find that line that says, you must provide me with XYZ or I will this, and then push it to the end because that's what I've seen y'all do it. I have admired white people from afar for their ability to be able to do that. And then all of a sudden now y'all have amnesia, y'all don't know how it works anymore. That's weird. I hope somebody snaps out of it and makes it a priority to stand on what you all are best at. There's nothing wrong with being good at being an asshole about paperwork. That is a gift, that is a talent. It has made you all the ruling class of the world. It has created a structure, and I know you all have been told, no, it's really our, ability to be brutal with force and all of this. No, it's your ability to create contracts that you then know how to enforce for your benefit. I have seen this. And so I hope y'all wake up from the collective amnesia y'all might have going on, or just call somebody. Get on the phone, see who's still about it, see who can still focus and concentrate enough for you to get some of these people indicted because you know they doing all kinds of stuff they ain't got no business doing locally, or misappropriating funds, or whatever it might be. If you just need to petition, I don't know. I kind of can go there, but I am going to allow you all to figure out how you can be the best at what you are, because there's nothing wrong with not wanting to march, especially when it statistically does not work. As a matter of fact, I am going to leave in the box the march, a link to King's March, so that you can see we are telling people the same thing today that King was telling people 60 years ago. So when you do replace the people locally that you need to replace so that we can do something about what's going on, when you do replace those people, make sure they're going to address what has happened to the Black, melanated, and indigenous people of this country. Make sure they're going to do that, not just look out for you, because that has been the problem all along. What they do to us, they are going to do to you. It might take them a minute to get around to you, but they're going to do it to you. So I just wanted to put that out there. If there are people watching this and you know the best way to get things done, please leave it in the comments. I think statistically, it has been proven that marching does not work. Marching does not work, not the way that you think it does. And especially when you have the media ignoring it. If the media ignores it, it's gone. Now, we are our own media now that we are, connected socially through these platforms. And you are making a big splash on social media. But as you can see, that's not translating into getting anything real done. All right, all my best to my fellow unmelanated people, and you all have a wonderful day.